guys, Gear Fifth here with a new theory video. Today I'm going to talk about Boa Hancock and her fate. Would she get captured and enslaved once again? Or nothing would happen to her? Let's talk about this. After the abolition of Shichibukai System, we are really worried about Boa Hancock. It's mainly because she was once a slave of a celestial dragon. The consequence is unthinkable. However, should we be concerned at all? Should we? The Shichibukai system is an unproductive one. I don't know who came up with this lousy idea. A single Yonko commander can take out any Shichibukai, except for top 3. I know the Gorosei came up with it, but hey, it doesn't change the fact it was a crappy idea. Is it even possible to take the Yonko, depending on this Shichibukai super strength or ability? It is impossible. The Shichibukai only took advantage of this system. They could go back on their word anytime they want. Even if they don't show up at Marine HQ after being summoned, they might not face any consequence or punishment. To pirates, it was the best system ever. Banzai to Shichibukai system. Blackbeard, Crocodile, Doflamingo, Law, and even Boa Hancock, they all took advantage of the system in varying degrees. Are you forgetting someone? Yes, you also took advantage of the system. Now, who are the top 3? Well, let me put it this way. I'm not concerned about Dracul Mihawk at all. Even if it is Admiral Fujitora, he wouldn't be able to do anything to Mihawk. Mihawk is rather excited about the outcome though. Mihawk needs to sharpen his blade so that Zoro can fight him when he's at his best, and only then it would be more exciting and meaningful. Doflamingo is the weakest one. Why? Well, he's currently behind the bars, that's why. I think Boa Hancock is the strongest warlord after Mihawk. She's called Pirate Empress, not only for her beauty, but more importantly, for her strength. Even former Fleet Admiral Sengoku himself said Hancock is strong. In fact, she was one of the very few who came out unscathed from the Marineford War. She's the first character Oda introduced who has all forms of haki, armament, observation, and conquerors. In addition, she has very strong devil fruit ability, and she is very proficient in using it. The first one to use armament haki in the series is Garp, while Hancock is 12th. The first one to use observation haki is Satori of Skypiea, and Hancock was 7th. And the first one to use Conqueror's haki is Shanks, and Hancock was 4th. So if we are talking about the character who was confirmed to have all 3 forms of haki, Hancock is first. She can turn anything into stone if she touches it. She can combine armament haki with her devil fruit ability. She is an all-round fighter. She can strike her enemies from a long distance, and she can also fight them squarely in a close combat. Whether it is long range, mid range, or short range, she has covered it all. In Amazon Lily, strength is beauty. The stronger you are, the more beautiful you become. So the desire to become strong because strength means everything to them. Even random members of Kuza tribe can use armament haki, and the strongest of the Kuza tribe are allowed to join Kuza pirates. So just imagine how powerful they would be as a group where almost every member of the crew can use armament haki. That's crazy, right? And you're telling me KOBY can take out Boa Hancock and capture her? You must be joking. Well, KOBY fans, I have nothing against him. It's just what it is. The current KOBY does not pose any threat to Boa Hancock. Nothing at all. Even if the Marines were to send Admiral, Boa Hancock could take care of her own, in my opinion. Of course, if it is Akainu, Garp, or Sengoku, then it would be a different story. By sending KOBY to apprehend Boa Hancock, it proves that the current administration has underestimated her strength, and they would learn the hard way. Hancock was safe the moment he saw KOBY was leading the mission. KOBY needs to taste defeat to really become strong. The Straw Hat tasted defeat, and it made them stronger. Only when KOBY tastes his first defeat can he step up his game. So yeah, I'm not worried about Boa Hancock at all. However, I can't say the same if someone else were after her. Yes, I'm talking about Blackbeard. I'll talk about the rest in my next video. Don't worry, I'll upload it soon. Very soon. How much of a threat Blackbeard poses to Boa Hancock? comment down below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.